Hello everybody and welcome to another video. This is going to be a really fun video. There are going to be 4 sections and each of them has a timestamp so that you could skip ahead to the section you want. The timestamps are in the comments below, as well as a lot of other useful information and links. In the first section, we're going to talk about that $169 coupon. In the second section, we're going to discuss these magnetic accessories from US General at Harbor Freight as well. I got some news on that and some renderings of what they're going to look like. In section 3, we'll visit once more the competition as well as some imposters that I found. Now, number 4, we're going to come back out to the shop and we're going to visit the 5 mods as well as a few other extra modifications and videos that I have, and we'll link back to those videos. We'll look at some of your comments and we'll see where we're at today. Let's get started on section 1. Well, the first thing we're going to look at is this coupon for the US General 30-inch 5-drawer tool cart from Harbor Freight. It's $169.99 on this coupon, but normally they sell for $229.99 with a best coupon of $189.99. So if you're doing your math, boys and girls, that's $20 cheaper if you want the red, black, or blue one. But you may not be stuck with that because I did have a viewer that asked about that, and as far as my knowledge goes, the item number's on here, which is red, blue, or black. Well, he took the initiative and asked his manager at the local Harbor Freight if he could get one of the new colors using the same coupon, and he was rewarded by being obliged in that. So he got, I believe it was a yellow one, for the $169.99 price. So it doesn't cost anything to ask. This coupon does expire at the end of 2019. We're almost in July now. I expect that the way the prices have gone up on this cart, you won't be seeing this coupon again after the beginning of the year. That's item number 1. For section 2, I wanted to share these renderings with you. I recently spoke with customer service over at Harbor Freight and asked about the extended colors for the US General magnetic accessories for the toolboxes. They checked on it and they assured me that at the very least the trays would be coming this year sometime. So there's only another 6 months left in this year, so hopefully we'll be seeing those pretty soon. I went ahead and, though I'm nobody's artist, I tried to do a facsimile of what they might look like so that you guys could pick out your favorite ones and have a look. I even threw in the magnetic power strip with the 2 USB hookups, as well as a picture that shows all of the accessories. That's section 2. Okay, so this is section 3. We're going to talk about the competition and maybe a couple of imposters. This will be kind of fun now. Here we have the yellow version of the US General 30-inch 5-drawer tool cart. It's Harbor Freight. $229.99 is the current price. This thing has just gone up and up in price for the last 4 months. It's just not getting any cheaper. The best current coupon on this cart is $189 as of summer of 2019. As you saw before, there is a coupon for the red, black, or blue version of this cart for $169. And it will be expiring at the end of 2019. And I'm guessing it's probably not going to be back. So here's the competition. This is the Blue Point cart. You see they look very similar. They aren't really, they don't have this $830 price in giant numbers here. So that's a competition. Let's look at a couple of imposters. This is the biggest one of all. This is a Jegs 81411. This is out on Amazon, but if you do a Google search on it, there's a few stores that sell this. I think I even saw it on Walmart.com. And they want $105 more than the current price without a coupon. And finally, this one is by a company called Frontier, I think. Service cart. There you have it. Competition Imposters. This one here alone is $400. I'm not even going to do the math on it because it's just so ridiculous when you can go and get the Harbor Freight for $189, $169, even if you got it for $229 because it wasn't on sale. You're doing better than these guys can do. Section number 3, Competition and Imposters. Section 4 here is going to be revisiting the cart mods and videos to see where we're at here several months later. First, I wanted to revisit the other 2 videos. Those were the PlastiDip video and the spring latch defeat video. So for the PlastiDip, I had a guy comment that, you could turn these strips around because they are black on the backside, and he's done it and it works really well for him. The PlastiDip is held up very well, but if you remember, it does come off easy. I did PlastiDip this handle and it didn't stay on there, so I had to take that came off. The lock does still work, and it is holding up well to everyday use, so real happy with it. So that is the PlastiDip mod. Next mod was the spring handle latch. The fix for it here was a piece of dowel, wooden dowel. So remember, it latches and you have to reach over here, and everybody likes to kind of reach for the center of the drawer there, but I didn't want to drill them out like most people, so I put the piece of dowel in there, and it's holding up well. The thing that I was worried about was that maybe the springs after a while would start to collapse and not work very well, but I've taken them on and off there and they work really great. So there were the two, the PlastiDip and the latch mods. Mod number 1 was about the casters, the swivel casters that we swapped out on here, and these have held out very well. I've had a couple of comments on this. One guy said that his car was a 1/2 inch lopsided. I didn't get that. I compared it right in the store, and the tire, everything looked the same to me, and came home, it bolted right on and worked fine. Someone else commented that you lose stability on the casters if you don't have those fixed casters, because I guess if you have a lot of weight on the drawers and you have them all pulled out, the thing could tip over. I haven't run into that either. It's a great mod, and it makes it very easy for getting it in and out of where I need to put it at when I'm not using it. So that was mod number 1 of the 5 mods. Mod number 2 of the 5 mods was this kind of mouse pad stuff. Somebody made a comment, a rude comment I might add, about why would you put a mouse pad on the top. Well, like most things that you order online, you don't know. It showed it on a workbench. It said it was a workbench mat, and it's more like mouse pad material is what I compared it to. It's not really a mouse pad. It was sold as a workbench mat. So it's held up pretty well, but as you could see, I don't know if it's washable, but if I were a mechanic like some of the hard-working fellows out there, I sure wouldn't take apart a transmission or a carburetor on this thing. As far as holding it down, I did go with the stick-on magnet. It stuck on there. It had cell-stick adhesive. I'll put a link in the comments below. It works very well, except as I feared, there's a little bit of a lump here. So one of the things I may do in the future is I found a 18-inch wide, I think is what this was, roll version of this magnetic stuff that's got self-adhesive on the back. So maybe the whole thing. But I want to see if the mat's going to hold up before I go to that kind of expense. I did the same thing on this one for the tray over here, the side tray. But what I did was I put it in a little bit because I was afraid that if I put it right up against the corner here, that when you put the cart down, it would pull on that if it was on the other side of the hinge. So I put it on this side so I wouldn't have to, theoretically at least, wouldn't have to take the pad off when I put the tray down. That was mod number 2, the work surface pad. Mod number 3 was defeating the drawer locks so that when you were using the top for a work surface, you could still get into your drawers, but not defeat the lock mechanism so that you could still lock your tool cart if you needed to. And the fix I came up with for it was to take the cut off pieces and put them down inside the plastic cover that went over the lock bar. You can see by this one here that it still leaves a little bit of room to slip it down over the lock. And that still works just perfect. It was the brightest idea I think I've ever had. So mod number 3 was the lock defeat mechanism. Mod number 4 was all the different magnets, including this one where you could put 2 of these together back to back and bolt them along with all the parts. It still works very good. You can also, these are just the right width that you could use them on the side of the cart. Now, I have not done that, but it is a really great idea. And it still works great. All of the magnets that I got for this cart work great. That was mod number 4. Mod number 5 had to do with keeping the surface looking nice. For instance, the paint that I put on the end of here, that Rust-Oleum Cobalt paint, I'll put a link down below, it is holding up very well, especially on things like this paper towel holder. Let's see if I can get that off. Has not come off of there. I am no painter, but it still looks pretty darn good. And since then, I'd also done this tool tray and my magnetic power strip. As I said, it's still holding up just fine. That was mod number 5. One of the 2 bonus tips was to swap out the hardware on this gas strut with a wing nut, so that if you wanted the option of being able to work from either side of the cart, you could take the gas struts loose and fold the lid all the way back. That has not been something that I have done, but it is a feature of the Snap-on Blue Point cart. So you'll have to let me know, you real mechanic guys out there, let me know if this is something that is a nice feature to have. A yay or nay would be great. Okay, the final bonus was about moving the handle to the front, because now that you have these casters on there, you know, moving the thing around is a lot easier from the front, especially trailing it behind you and getting it into a tight space, whatever. I have not moved mine, but I got a lot of great comments on this. You fab guys, you know, you could cut this and put your mounts here on these bolts and fab up a pipe to run between the two pieces and have a real nice handle in the front. If anybody has done that, I would love to see a picture of that. So please upload one, send it to me somehow. Hopefully we'll have a community soon and we can see that. You guys know I'm all about the bonuses, and here's your bonus for this video. Did you know that this label on the back of your U.S. General cart has safety precautions on it, but it also has a serial number? So be sure and take down your serial number in case you ever have a problem with this cart walking off. You may stand a better chance of getting it back. Well, that's going to do it for this video. And as always, I really appreciate all of you that are subscribing. Love every one of the comments and look forward to seeing them. Please keep it coming. And like, subscribe, and fly a jet over my house. We'll see you the next time around.